So I just want to reiterate that I had to make a part two because there's some more stuff that I want to get off. And I'm not in no way demonizing makeup and hair and other things that we use as women to extenuate our beauty, right? However, I'm saying for me, when I used to wear it, it was a lack of self love thing, right? So I moved away from that, right? If I choose to wear makeup, it's not because I'm covering my flaws and because I really hate it. And if I want to change my hairstyle, because I love change my hairstyle. I love to change my hairstyle. So if I decide to put in some braids, it's not because I hate my hair. So the reasons have a lot to do with the things that we're doing, right? And if I decide that I want to do my nails, then it's not because I hate my nails, right? Say I gotta learn to love the things first before I can say, okay, I'm gonna do my nails. I'm gonna go do my hair. I have to learn to love it first, right? Instead of like I'm doing it because I'm trying to like I was have these things. I was just taking a nap because I'm trying to like let my just cover up parts of myself that I don't want to be seen. Like it's not a self-worth issue. It's not a low self-esteem issue. It's none of that. It's just me wanting to extenuate my beauty, to add on the beautifulness that I already am. Right? And I also wanted to add more to the fact that a lot of times we stay in relationships that doesn't serve us, and whether it be friendship or romantic, we are staying in places where we're no longer it's no longer hidden for us, but we choose to stay there, and we choose to stay there because of the lack of self-love and because of the low self-esteem and the no confidence and all of that. And like I stated before, it's okay. It's okay to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You're gonna be okay, right? It doesn't make sense to stay friends with someone who you no longer resonate with, but because of the amount of years that you know them, you feel somehow obligated to stay. And the same with a romantic partner. You're not being you're no longer being stimulated, or there's nothing there, but you're still staying because that self-love that self-love, that self-worth is not there. So you're not choosing yourself, right? You're not choosing yourself. And you know what I noticed as well? It's that I had to tell myself that it was okay to choose myself. I had to tell myself that it was okay to want to be for me. I had to tell myself that me no longer wanting to connect with certain people, that it was okay, that there was nothing wrong with that. And it doesn't mean that anything is wrong with those people. It just means that I I am doing better. I want to do better. So because I want to do better, right? I'm not going to engage in certain conversations anymore. I'm not going to be on the phone with you and listen to your gossip, because I'm just as bad if I'm listening, right? I'm not going to I'm not going to want to say something to you, and because I'm scared of how you might take it, because I don't want to step on your toe, I'm not going to do that anymore. Whatever it is that I feel to say, I'm not going to let it eat me up from the inside. I'm going to say it, right? And there's another truth that I want to express. Because like I said, I don't want to be connected. I don't want to be connected to it anymore. I don't want to be connected to the parts of myself that was just suppressing everything that I feel, and be connected to people who and still be connected to people who are on the same mindset that I was on back then. I'm fully embracing me. I'm stepping into my era of loving myself. I'm stepping into the era of me confidently and boldly speaking and saying the things that I want to say and doing the things that I want to do. So while I learn to continue to love on myself, that love is extended to others, especially women, right? Because like I said, we are the ones that are just suffering in silence. You know, we're suffering in our relationships that we're in our friendships, we're suffering, and we're just not speaking up. And I'm here to say that there is better, that there is another side, that you can come out of the darkness that you're in, and you can come to the light. And it's okay. It's okay to choose yourself. I'm not going to stress that enough. It's okay to choose yourself. It's okay to break certain connections that, like I said, you no longer resonate with. To break certain connections that no longer serve you. It's okay. And every time you catch yourself saying that, no, don't do this, you need that person, just continue to remind yourself that it's okay. That it's okay. And another thing is that on this journey of loving myself and healing myself, I realized that it's okay to be selective in who I choose to allow inside of myself. Because I hold so much power, right? Because my womb holds so much power, I gotta be intentional about who I let inside of me, right? I gotta be intentional about that. I can't just be letting any and everybody inside of me. For what? For what? Right? And because I'm dealing with or dealt with some aspects, and I'm dealing with aspects of, self-worth, I can't just say anybody just because somebody say, hey baby, walk on, you look good. I'm not gonna just like, oh yeah, here. I naturally am a smiley person. I'm naturally that. I know that about myself, right? But I remember growing up, they would call me Smiley, and tell me how I'm a love laugh and whatnot. And there's this saying in Jamaica that something like, if you were to make her laugh, it's like women are like clothespin, you make them laugh, something like that, they will open up or something like that. So wherever I go, and I'm like, if I say hi to somebody, I'll be like smiling or something, or just naturally always smiling. A lot of people, some men, perceive that as like an invitation to fuck. They literally see that as an invitation to fuck, and I'm just like, I'm just being polite. I'm just being polite. You say hi, I'm hi. I'm gonna go about my business. That don't mean I wanna fuck. Just because I'm smiling? How does that translate to me wanting to fuck? How? So here's to me learning my worth, learning my purpose, and just finding my way in this journey we call life. Learning and growing, right? And my growth and me learning shit, that has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. It doesn't mean that I'm better than you. It doesn't. It just means that I want better for myself. As I said before. I just want better for myself. So, like I said in the video before, like, I'm sharing my story, my truth, because I no longer want to resonate with people who are draining my energy. I want to resonate with people who are on the same vibrational match as me, right? And that's me on my journey of healing and learning to love myself. I want to be able to align with people that serves in some way sharing or contributing to my path, right? I don't want to be in competition with anyone, and I don't want anyone to compete with me. I've always had things that I wanted to say and I just couldn't say it. So even now, like, I'm me working the urge up to post these videos. That's another like thing that I have to deal with. That's another program that I have to deal with. Like, while it's easy to, for me to speak and say what I need to say, having to upload it, I was just like, you're really gonna do that? Like, you're really gonna have your face out there, the people are gonna be looking at you? And again, I have to reprogram. It's a program that I have to tell myself that it's okay, that this is okay. Like, you're gonna be okay. You're sharing your truth. You're sharing this in hopes that it could help somebody else. I'm not looking for what them say clout. I'm not looking for clout. I'm just sharing in hopes that it could land somewhere for someone else, and they too can know that, that they can find the other side. They can find the other side of the self-worth issues, of the insecurities, that there is another side to it. And that's why I'm sharing.